More details tonight on the Ebola outbreak. Rhode Island native Ashoka Mukpo is receiving treatment for Ebola at one of the nation's top isolation hospitals. And earlier today, I spoke with one of the nurses on the team helping Mukpo about some of the questions on many people's minds. Joining me now via FaceTime is Karen Roesler. She's part of the medical team that's evaluating Ashoka right now. Karen, thank you very much for taking out the time. I know he's in a specialized containment unit. You have to evaluate him before you treat him. How long is that evaluation process going to go on?
Well, the physicians came in this morning and evaluated him, and he had lab drawn, and that will continue throughout his stay. He'll be constantly evaluated throughout his stay.
So when does the treatments begin for Ashoka, or have they started already?
It's already started.
Now, I know he walked off the plane, got on a stretcher, and was brought into the hospital. Is it possible that his condition could worsen while he's in the hospital before he gets better?
I believe that is possible. I don't know that for sure, but I believe that is possible.
He has a huge medical team working on him. He has people around the clock inside his room too, correct?
Yes. There's a registered nurse that will be in the room with him. We'll take turns spending about 3 or 4 hours at a time with him.
And what are you looking for while you're monitoring him?
Well, for the most part, we're in the room because we have to, be practicing isolation practices. So we will be, it's difficult to come in and out of the room when you have to wear 3 pairs of gloves and gowns and masks, etc. So that's, for the most part, the main reason why we're in the room with him, so that we can help him and be available to him without so much in and out of the room.
We're learning that Dr. Rick Sacra from Massachusetts, who was treated for Ebola, developed a respiratory problem. Is that something you look at ahead of time, the possibility of complications from this, or are you just zeroing in on the Ebola?
We're just treating the patient right now and treating his symptoms, making him comfortable, and hopefully he will not be here very long and do well. Karen
Roesler, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
And our coverage of the Ebola outbreak continues at 6 tonight with more details on Rhode Island native Ashoka Mukpo and whether he'll return to the Ocean State after he recovers. And Rhode Island Senator Jack Reed, who tells us about air travel to the U.S. as Ebola concerns grow here at home. Plus, you can find extended coverage on WPRI.com, including information about symptoms and prevention.